Hey, everybody. Ooh, that's too loud, huh?
Jesus.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the comments below. We are a YouTube drama podcast, just three normal normies talking about the drama happening in the YouTube and maybe some other places as well. I am Matt. With me, as always, is Courtney.
Hi.
And Elena.
Yo.
And I got to tell you guys, when we first started this podcast, started talking about it, the seed began.
Planted.
When we were just first nourishing that little seed of an idea, I thought this is going to be like a fun thing. We're going to talk about people being catty to each other and like, did you see what that lady put on her head? Maybe a crazy hat or something. Didn't expect to be talking almost exclusively about possible pedophiles.
Over and over.
Very dark. Getting way darker than I expected.
I almost would have thought you could tag our podcast with humor. Getting harder and harder to do. But,
Hee hee. Ha ha.
Anyway, okay, Elena, get us started.
Aunt Becky's in trouble.
Aunt Becky is in trouble.
She's in a lot of trouble. She's been doing some bad things.
Not quite as bad as other things
people
we've been talking about.
Compared to what some other people have done, doesn't really seem that bad.
Right, yeah. But she's in trouble, though. She's in more trouble than some of these people.
Well,
like, she actually
she
put
did
in
get arrested.
jail.
Yeah, she went to jail. And one can only hope that the courts will have mercy. As Jesse would say, Katsopoulos.
Cochran.
Uncle Jesse.
Did you know that?
What?
In like the first episode?
First season, I think.
His last name was Cochran.
They changed it.
Why did they change it?
I mean,
had to make it seem more
Greek.
Greek, yeah. Which, I mean.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Do you think it was like a legal name change? Like his character had to go to the court and
Come on, Penny. Come here.
announce it.
This dog.
It's
Sorry,
unbelievable.
Elena, I cut you off, but she has been sleeping, not making a peep, and we've been taught. It's not like we were quiet and just started talking and woke the poor thing up. Matter of fact, someone just got shot outside.
Yeah, pretty
There have been
much.
sirens, and she has been.
We even left, and she was still like just
didn't
seated,
move.
quiet.
The second we start thing, she starts this stuff, and I ain't taking you outside. Someone really did get shot. That's not.
Yeah, will you guys watch me
I don't
walk
think
to
we
my
should go out
car?
there tonight anymore.
I don't want to.
No, she can.
I
She
will-
can.
I
will
have
walk you your
to. I
car.
have to walk out.
So.
Oh God, that's
He's
so
gonna
scary.
get shot.
Anyway, Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky in trouble.
So.
and
right.
like how this ties to YouTube though, because like if it was just
Well, wait,
Aunt,
hold up.
Oh,
What'd she do? We just said she in trouble did bad.
Oh, right.
So
She's not a pedophile. That's for sure.
yes, no. Well, not really.
It's not for sure,
It's not
but
for sure.
I mean, we don't
Right.
think so.
As far as we know.
we can't say, we can't confirm or deny. So I don't know exactly like the word for what she did, but I guess she bribed USC by paying them $500,000 to get her daughter into school. She actually has two daughters, and they both attended or are currently attending USC.
Do you think she had to pay the same amount for each one, or do you
Yeah,
think
I don't
one was
know.
dumber?
I don't know if it's a combined amount, if
Right.
it's 500. Like, I don't know what that is. I do know that the FBI has been following this, and the case name was like Operation Varsity Blues.
That's cute.
Yeah. So they finally like busted it. So the way this ties into YouTube.
Wait.
Oh, again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine?
Is that Aunt Becky has a daughter named Olivia Jade. And actually, I found out today her real last name is not Jade. It's like Jade. Like, it's something different.
Jade.
But it's hard to like pronounce. So she just
Okay.
goes by Olivia Jade. And she has
Yeah.
a YouTube channel. So she's a YouTuber. She's actually been in a few of David's vlogs.
Oh, wow.
And
I didn't know that.
he has like followed her to USC and
Cool.
like I think like he did a bit where he like helped her move in and like it's, I mean, just like things like that. But on her channel though, she's been documenting her college experience, just like adding fuel to the fire.
Talking about how much she hates school and like, I'm not gonna go to classes.
Yeah, she did an interview with this guy called Zach Sang. He's really annoying.
Lily's brother.
No.
Lily Sang.
Which, by the way, side tangent of that, she's going to be a talk show host.
Oh.
Like, she's replacing...
Who is she?
She's just...
a YouTuber.
She's
Lily.
very funny. So
Is
funny.
she?
Oh,
Well,
so good.
that sounds very convincing.
Yeah.
But she's going to be a late night show host.
Who's she? Yeah, what?
She's replacing something Carson. Is that Carson Daly?
Johnny Carson?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly.
That's wild.
And so she's taking over. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And like,
Do people watch that show? Do people watch Carson Daly's show?
I didn't know his show was still on, so.
It's the 1:35 a.m. slot on NBC. She starts this fall.
Wait. 1:30.
5 a.m.
It runs. What does that mean? It runs from 1:30 to 5 a.m.
1:35 a.m.
Oh, still weird.
How long is it?
I don't know. However long a late night talk show lasts.
Sure. I remember Carson getting his show. I don't remember them kind of sweeping him away to 1 o'clock
with a YouTuber.
So,
but yeah, that was just a little thing. Side tangent.
Good for Lily. Good for Lily.
Good for claps for her. So Olivia Jade was on Zach Sang, and he was like, "So why are you going to college?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't even like it, but my parents never went, so they want me to go." And she's like, "Hypocrites, haha." But she's like, "But no, I actually love it."
Yeah,
I don't think she does.
It's probably pretty easy.
Yeah,
because she's not like they're gonna kick her out.
Yeah, because
maybe now.
Does she?
Oh, they did. They did.
Really?
Oh, she actually. She dropped out, but I would assume that they would have dropped her anyway.
That's very funny.
Yeah, and actually, when the news broke, she was on the yacht of one of the board members for USC. While the news broke.
So now, has there been a video yet? Has she made a video since?
No video, no tweet. People are definitely compiling videos of her saying, I'm really at USC for the parties and the sports events and all of that. And even the guy interviewing her was like, well, how do you balance all of that? And she's like, well, it's actually easier than high school because I can make my own schedule. And I'm like, this does not seem right.
I wonder. I feel like, I don't know, the first video after a thing like this, or the first tweet or whatever, is such a fun, exciting thing. You just have no idea what are they gonna say, right? I mean, because it is very possible, and maybe even probable, that she had no idea that her mom bribed these people.
Whenever the news broke, it wasn't we're obviously targeting Lori Loughlin. That's Aunt Becky, because her daughter's a YouTuber. But there were other celebrity parents doing it.
H. Macy.
Yeah, and whenever the news broke, they had some excerpts from the FBI's press release about all this, and they did mention that a lot of these kids did not know.
Sure, but
wow,
that's hard to know.
That's
right?
nuts.
Yeah, I guess so, but
I don't know. It seems like just being a famous person's daughter would help you get into, you know what I mean? Where you could do it in a non-illegal, or I guess it might be illegal. I don't know what I'm saying.
The thing is, I know what you're saying. There's a lot of legal loopholes to get this done.
Being hey, I'm famous and rich and white, and I could go to your school, and everyone would know I go to your school. Wink, 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 wink. But instead, they just went the blatant, which I guess is good, because you shouldn't be getting into colleges that way.
Because all of this arose issues of random donations that colleges get from students' parents, or they were even discussing just like magical sport positions opening up for people, so that they could get admitted when, Becky probably hasn't picked up a tennis racket, but she's on the tennis team.
You know what Lori needs to do now? Cut it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
she should.
This one's boring. Can we not talk about it anymore? Sephora
over
dropped her. That sucks.
She had a makeup palette with them.
I wonder, is that, it's not her fault, maybe. But whatever, I guess I get it.
Yeah. I mean, all these companies now too, like if once there's a whiff of anything, they're like, well, we're gonna leave.
See, I would double down and be like, we're gonna do jumpsuit orange and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Prison Shiv silver.
Yeah. I mean, she was
toilet wine brown or something.
Ooh. Toilet wine.
Yeah. Isn't that what they...
Hooch. Yeah. Isn't that something else they call it?
Hooch,
Yeah. I wonder how much maybe the palette would some of the money would go to.
Right.
Like the
what do you call it? What's the word?
The word
that you money that goes to a person for a college? A
grant.
No.
Scholarship.
A scholarship.
Yeah.
Anyway, please tell me there's news about Trish and Jason. Please.
I mean, it depends on what you define as news.
Just the littlest taste, just a scrap.
Anything.
Okay, so Trisha uploads a video. She's following this YouTube trend that's going on, right? It's called addressing assumptions about me. So pretty much they have people send in questions through Instagram and they're like, this is what we assume about you, and then they address them.
Right.
So she uploads one and I immediately click on it because on the thumbnail she has a screenshot of a question she received that says, you and Jason are broken up, hopefully y'all didn't, you look happy together from the outside, something like that.
Okay.
And so I'm
happy together from the outside.
I'm like, finally, she's gonna address it. Did not mention it once. I was like, what? And
that's some clickbait.
Every assumption that someone had about her, she was like, yeah, no. I was like, you're not even answering this. But yeah, she didn't do it. But the whole time, she's wearing Jason's merch.
So weird.
Had a hoodie on, and in the background, you see a picture of her and him together. So I'm just I read through some of the comments and people are like, she's obviously making a statement that they're still together by doing that.
Or is it a statement that keep watching?
Or both.
Both. It's definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely keep watching. And then it's one or the other.
Yeah. But something else I did notice. So St. Patrick's Day, David and the Vlog Squad, they were all in Chicago because it's a big deal up there, I guess. They dye the river green. Yeah. And everyone was there. And I remember last year Trisha went. And guess who wasn't there this time?
Lori Loughlin? Oh.
Well, yeah, she was in jail, so.
Right.
$1 million bond.
Damn. Damn.
She's out now, though. I think they paid it.
Yeah, they did.
Of course
so good
they
for
did.
her. I don't know. I feel like a little lame-o that I want to know so bad if Trisha and Jason are together or what. What happened? What
I feel
was
like
the
they
final?
are.
I feel like if they would have actually broken up for real, she would have made a video about it already.
Yeah, that's why I'm convinced too.
Yeah, maybe.
And also she's wearing the hoodie. She's being
well, she would not be wearing the merch.
Right.
Yeah.
She'd be burning it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
She would have been
she would make an exposed video about Jason
Right.
and
Yeah.
another one, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she sure would. And I've been watching both of their Instagram stories. Nothing. Right now she's in Maui.
And he's in
And
Chicago.
He is in Chicago.
That's weird, though.
Well,
That's
maybe they're
weird,
doing
though.
it on purpose now and just let's not hang out.
She did have a video that I did not get to see on the Trisha Paytas channel.
Yeah.
Titled "I'm Not Doing Well."
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Is that anything?
It's
sad.
nothing. She doesn't address anything. You know how she was going to her therapist 5 times a week?
Yeah.
She cut that down. She mentions that.
Oh.
Has it been 1 week? Hasn't it been a week since?
Oh yeah,
she
you said it.
And
This
she's
didn't take
like,
her long to go.
I'm trying out different ones. Like she's like, I've had so many horror stories with therapists. Yeah, she's like, I'm not doing well. I'm trying to like get my life in order and da 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 da.
Man.
And she's also on a big diet right now.
Yeah.
Celery juice cleanse.
Is she losing weight?
I mean,
She said she lost weight, which
an
she
alarming amount,
uploaded.
right? There was
24 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. She's also like working out with some celebrity
I hope she's
trainer.
Does she? Okay, so
She
like,
uploaded a picture today in a bikini in Maui.
I
So
don't understand how she dances so much. I mean, maybe she doesn't anymore, but like she used to, and she still wasn't that skinny.
I mean, if you're
And she's constantly going on these diets. She looks skinnier. Her face does.
If you're eating,
we're
let me see,
showing
let me see.
a
Oh, yeah.
picture. If everyone
What a
wants to
cutie.
see, it's a bikini in Maui.
I mean, you can, work out all you want, but if you're eating
Mukbangs.
mukbangs, I was actually
Okay, all right.
She has a before and after on her Instagram.
Yeah,
Looking
I
pretty
think I
good.
saw that.
But like,
Celery
here's
juice
the
for
thing.
breakfast every morning for a week. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
But here's my issue, right? I think her body's like this because she just has two extremes. Like she's never,
Oh, right.
she's either counting calories and eating 2 hard-boiled eggs and celery juice every day, or she's doing like a 10,000 calorie mukbang thing. So it's
wanna
like
do
it's
that.
just not.
It seems right, like unhealthy on both ends. Meet it in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, she had one video. She was making tater tots, and she was like, "This is 500 calories, and that should be enough for your day.
Yeah,
no
right.
more,
Yeah.
no more food today."
That's a weird thing that she'll do too. She'll be like, here's the diet, and this is what you can do, and like, I don't know. She talks like it's like, this is my lifestyle. Like if it's the first video you saw, you'd be like, oh, I guess this is what she does.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
sustainable.
And then you find out like she doesn't know. She's only done this. She
One
does
day.
it for like a crash diet.
That's exactly what she does.
And,
Crash diet after crash diet. But here's the thing. The reason why I even brought it up, though, is because Trisha has a habit, though, of doing this, like, challenge to be super fit after
Right.
she goes through a breakup.
Oh.
So that's why I'm even bringing it up. I remember, like, after Sean, she, like, started dancing all the time because she wanted to be skinny. And, yeah, like, she just has these, like, really low
Okay.
moments. And then she's like, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to be the rewired soul
God,
or
you're gonna
You're
anything.
gonna
diagnose her?
diagnose. You're gonna solve it. You're looking at the problem but focusing on the solution.
Yes. I believe Trisha has, some issues where when things in her life get out of control, her diet is something that she can control. And
Okay.
so she obsesses over her diet.
That makes
Oh,
And
yeah,
it gives
that makes
her
sense for sure.
And
Yeah.
it gives her this like gratification too of like, now I look
the
hot
only thing she
and
can
stuff.
control.
Yeah. But again, I'm not rewired soul or anything.
yeah.
I'm not a licensed
Gosh,
therapist.
if only. Speaking of rewired soul, Primink, I believe is his name, YouTuber, kind of a commentary, kind of drama channel.
Is he gonna be mad that you labeled him as that?
I don't think so. He seems like a pretty chill dude. I
Yeah.
like him. Has a very good recap video on the rewired soul thing. I learned some things.
Oh, you sent me that. I forgot to watch
It's
it.
It's
so.
pretty good.
What'd you learn?
Well, I can't remember like the because I don't know if it's more like it sort of filled in some holes, and it definitely I think maybe rewired soul, sniveling worm.
Oh,
I think he
wow.
might be. I think
Yeah?
he might be
Diagnosed?
yeah. I mean, look, I'm not a professional, but I think I'm gonna diagnose some sniveling worm status.
Wow.
Just kind of the same, like all of the assumptions we had from the parts that we had seen. It's a video that kind of cements that stuff for me. He seems very manipulative, very like he'll say things like, "And now they're coming after my kids" or something, but it'll be like a video where someone said, and he's a father. He should know better. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
takes a thing that someone kind of said and twists it around. So I don't know, man. He's off YouTube right now. Rewired Soul. But if you're interested at all, the Primink video, and there's supposed to be a part 2. The part 2 is not up yet. But the part 1 was like the recap, and then part 2 is about a guy Rebzilla that I'm not familiar with. So I'm very excited to learn some new tea.
We always want that new tea.
Mm-hmm. I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
For tea.
Right,
tea.
right,
For the
right,
tea.
right.
For the tea.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see what happens with Trisha.
Yeah.
Jason.
She also, with all her weight loss though, perfect opportunity for her. She's already like uploaded an ad, like a picture on Instagram for some Boom Bod weight loss shot drink. And I'm just
Wow.
like, okay. Like she
Man.
put a before and after of that, and she's like, you know, I'm losing weight with this thing, even though her
Can I-
vlogs are literally, I'm only drinking celery juice.
Yeah, right. Dude,
Dude.
I'm not like, I don't know anything about dieting, really. I've tried different diets and stuff, and I've done different things, and whatever. There's like a weight loss competition
Yeah?
long time ago. I won it. Where
was it?
It was
Oh.
at work, but all these. I worked with all women, and they they did it.
Were they angry at you?
Well, here's the thing. At the time, I was like 170 pounds. And they all, it was very, to them, a very good, like, let's all lose weight together. And then I went insane. I got down to like 145.
Oh my God.
And I won. Oh, I won.
Yeah.
And then, but like,
Were they angry though?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I
100%.
figured. I
And they
figured.
kept being like, it's not fair. But it was actually harder for me. I think when you have less weight to lose, it's harder to lose. I don't know. Maybe I'm making
Yeah.
that.
Less weight? Were they all fatties?
I would
Aw.
never. No.
You're saying
They
that
were
you lost
lovely.
25 pounds, right?
Yeah. And it was percentage based.
Okay.
So, right? Yeah. So anyway, what I'm saying about diets, the thing I want to say about diets is that I
Yeah.
think people should try to find, like, diet means like what you eat, right? But everybody looks at it as like a thing I'm doing a diet, like
Yeah.
a diet, not like I'm finding what my diet is
Right.
that I can sustain. And like, I don't know. I think more people should like think of it like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lifestyle
A
change.
lifestyle, like this is going to be my new lifestyle. Eating celery
Juice.
juice exclusively is not going to be a lifestyle.
Also, that sounds horrible. I
Oh, it
hate
sounds so-
celery.
Is there any like nutrients in celery anyway?
Not
Isn't
enough
it
to,
just
like,
like water and fucking fiber or
keep you
something?
alive.
It sounds
right? Like-
disgusting.
Like-
I hate celery.
And
too.
I'm not knocking anybody for like, I want to lose, 10 pounds real quick. Like,
Right.
I get like but those things should have a different name, right? Like the thing that
Yeah.
you're going to do for like 2 weeks or a month people shouldn't call it a diet, so people know that your diet is supposed to
Fad
be
diet. There is a name for it.
fad. But people, I don't know. This is not you. Who cares?
It is YouTube.
Is it YouTube?
Yeah,
Can I talk
because
about
Trisha
Is on a
is
fad,
always
fad
on
diets.
fad diets.
But they-
She's always on it. Always.
I just feel like that word shouldn't be part of it. Like it shouldn't be a diet because it's not. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Also, I think Trisha, like, kind of what you were saying of like, whenever these people are like bigger, they can lose more
Yeah.
weight. Like Trisha, her normal diet, like before, and lifestyle was just mukbangs and
Right.
sitting on the couch, and now she has a trainer and is
Right.
like going extreme on her diet. So of course she's gonna like
Well, that's
lose all this weight.
part of it too. People say I need to go on a diet instead of thinking you always have a diet.
Yeah, because you have a daily
Yeah.
like.
You're doing a diet now, and like
This is a
making
shitty one.
a joke that's always
That's why you're
bothered me.
fat.
Like, if, even like like the first time I heard it, right? Because like sometimes like jokes, you hear them the first time you think they're funny, and then it takes you like a year or two to go, ooh, I don't like that, maybe.
Well,
But the first time...
we'll reference that later too.
Right.
Shane Dawson.
Yeah, exactly. The first time I heard somebody say the whole, like, they're going to order 6 Big Macs and a large fry and a milkshake and a Diet Coke. Like, yeah, it's less calorie. Like, better is better. Like, if you're, if somebody goes to McDonald's every day and then one day goes, I'm going to get half the fries I used to get.
Yeah.
Like, that's an improvement that should be, like,
And you'll
seen
probably
as, like,
lose some weight.
if you do it, if every day you were eating a whole thing of fries and then you went down to half a thing of fries, you will definitely lose weight.
Yeah.
You're eating less calories. Just seems like, I mean, it's not the healthiest thing.
Right.
Still, whatever. Like, I think
Small changes.
better is better, a step at a time.
And we're going to start a nutrition podcast now.
And this, yeah. Welcome
Rewired
to the calories.
body.
The rewired body.
Dang.
We should start that, and we should
Wow.
start, like, we'll look at, like, Trisha or
Tell her.
whoever and just be like, I think she's overeating.
Oh, we would be the new Freely. Remember Freely the banana girl?
Tell me about that.
Never heard of her.
No.
I don't
Wait,
remember.
are you
Banana girl?
I am fairly new to the wider world of YouTube. I used to just watch my weird things, and then it started squooshing out. So, like, I didn't watch Shane. I mean, I was aware of him, but I didn't really watch Shane until the Jeffree Star stuff is when I started, like...
Okay, well, this is back there. So,
Okay.
this is like years ago. I can't even pinpoint a year, but it was whenever Shane and Trisha would hang out all the time.
Yeah.
It was Shane, Trisha, and somebody else. Forgot.
Long hair?
Oh, gosh. Shane, Trisha... I don't know, but they used to
doesn't
call
matter.
each other Trash, Trisha, Shane,
And-
whatever. And
yeah.
somebody else, but I forgot. And they would always reference, it was specifically Shane, because he always finds those, like, weird channels, right? And, like, he
Yes.
obsesses over them. So he obsessed over this Australian, this Australian YouTuber named Freely. She was vegan, and she, like, lost all this weight by, like, just eating bananas, and, like, would do these, like, fruit fasts, and there was
Gross.
just, like, I wish I could remember. I used to know
Yeah.
too much about her. And every time Shane and Trisha would reference her, she would make, like, a response video, and it would just become a thing about, like, oh, you could do this different and this different. And so anytime, like, YouTubers would reference her, she would just make response videos, and she wasn't.
That's how old it was?
Yes.
'Cause that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And she wasn't, like, necessarily mean about it.
Right.
But she was just, like, kind of,
But
like,
that's
making
cool.
you feel like crap, because she did this thing called, like, raw till 4, and, like, you could only eat raw foods till 4 o'clock. And then it was, like, only vegan, and, like, that was her lifestyle.
Right.
Like, that's all she did. But we
So-
could be like her and just
Yeah.
make response videos to every YouTuber
Well,
that talks about food.
And we'll just be like, no, we're just going to get people healthy. But then we'll start, like, just basically
Fat
body
shaming
shaming
them? Yeah,
everybody.
Tell, like, how much each person needs to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll say, like, it looks like they're taking in this many calories. You saw a brief shot of their cabinet, their pantry, and I saw some stuff in there that really shouldn't
And we
be in there.
screenshotted it, and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to, that's pretty much what this Freely the Banana Girl did. I think she fell off the face of the earth, but I don't
Oh, wow.
remember.
The flat earth, yeah.
The flat earth.
Since we're talking about diets, and that's what the show is about now.
Yeah.
Another thing that drives me crazy about diets is they'll have you know what's actually a really good diet is the only this food diet. And it's like...
Trisha mentioned the watermelon only diet.
Yum. I'd do that.
But, like, I feel like you could pick almost any food, and you're going to get, like... You would just get bored of it.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where, like... I mean, it probably wouldn't work with potato chips, but, like, if it...
There's a potato diet.
There is a potato diet.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing, too, right? They always pick some relatively, like, low-calorie, healthy food. I mean, it's not healthy to
Like
only
Freely the
watermelon.
Banana Girl.
But, like, right.
Only
Only bananas,
bananas.
only apples, only lettuce, only celery, only oranges. Like, any of those. of course you're not going to eat as many calories. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah.
You should try to get all the nutrients too, which they don't ever focus on.
Pyramid.
Well, that's bad though.
Oh, wait, I was just kidding. Isn't it a circle now?
I don't know, but I do think the food pyramid was like, I think that's true.
Debunked. Now I think it's called the whole something. I think it's a circle now.
Because wasn't that like the, who was it? The dairy?
What was wrong with the fucking pyramid?
It's like not, it was invented by the either dairy people or something.
Or maybe the wheat people, because the bottom one was like all grain.
Like
and I was
carbs,
like, what?
Which, I mean, yeah, like doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I think now it's a circle because they want it to resemble a plate or something.
yeah.
And they're like, it should be a quarter vegetables, a quarter fruit. Like, yeah.
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 And some nuts.
Well, that'll raise your sperm count. We just saw a little Facebook picture thing that, of course, is true because, you know.
Oh, yeah?
If you see it
what
when
did
you're
it
scrolling,
say?
raises your, you eat like 5
All nuts?
If you eat 5 nuts, you get your nuts
5
get
sperms.
better.
5
So what
nuts equal
happens
5
if-
sperms.
Yeah,
So what happens when you're a girl?
eggs get bigger.
Dang.
Get bigger. Gross.
I'm gonna get
It's
some.
an easier target.
Yeah, right.
Um,
No nuts allowed.
speaking of nuts, someone wouldn't mind if.
I hate this segue. I hate it so much.
Speaking of nuts, what if you had a shot glass
With nuts in it.
with
Please stop.
with somebody's nut in it? So Romeo
When
Lacoste, is that? Or,
I thought
I
it was
think so.
Romeo Lactose when you first
Lacoste?
sent it to me, but I think it's
Lactose.
Lacoste. But lactose would be cool.
that's actually what it says in the notes.
Oh, oops,
It's
sorry.
Romeo Lactose.
I really thought
Well,
it was.
Drama Alert guy said lacrosse when he said his name.
That's funny.
That's what it sounded
So-
like.
Romeo.
This is disgusting. I hate
It's
this.
insane. So these DMs come out. People sharing these DMs that are. She's supposed to be 14, 15,
Yes.
and but that's not in the DMs because the only thing that he says in the DMs, would you do it before you turned 18? And that's like
Yeah.
the admission that he knew she was underage. I don't think in the DMs it ever is like, here's how old I am.
Yeah.
But doesn't really matter.
But who is Romeo? Because I didn't know who he was.
He's a tattoo artist.
That he's tattooed all the celebrities.
Right.
He
And
says.
Jake
YouTubers.
Paul.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, Kodak Black. Which he...
Ariana.
Dolan twins.
while he's talking to Keemstar, seems to think that's a defense.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
He's owned his shop for 4 years, so there's no
Yeah.
way he.
Yeah, he's paid a
sexted with
mortgage for 4
14-year-old.
years.
Yeah,
That's
come on.
amazing.
What more do you need? Okay, so these DMs come out, and Keemstar has him on Drama Alert interview. Much like I said, I feel like the first response is always so interesting, and Romeo's response is, "Oh no, yeah, I did that." Like.
He's like, some of it is true. Yeah.
Yeah, but some of it is edited. And then Keemstar says, what's edited? And he goes, oh, no, it's just in a different order. Like, what? So, honestly, the most insane interview.
Yeah, the
Like-
DMs are disgusting
He made it
because
much
you are
worse.
talking to a 14-year-old and she's saying, "Oh, those things, do you want to wait until I'm 18 or like sooner?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I was thinking sooner."
Well, he said,
I was thinking.
he said that, do you want to wait until you're 18 or whatever? But like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the
same.
sentiment is the same.
Still, yeah.
So strange. I've never seen someone. So he starts going. He's like, oh man, everybody's mad because I want to come in a shot glass. And it's like,
And have her
People are gonna
drink
think
it.
I'm gay if I like my balls.
part gay.
Part gay.
Part-
people are going to think he's part gay. And he seems so upset that people might think that.
He's part gay.
You think that?
I think that.
He's upset with you.
Wow.
He's not so upset that you think he's a pedophile.
Right. No.
That doesn't bother him.
Because you know what? He was new to fame and he didn't know how to work Twitter.
He's 26.
Yeah.
Just a baby.
2016. He had no idea how the internet worked.
He's just a baby. He's new to fame. In a way,
They were taking advantage
take
of him.
advantage of him.
Manipulating him.
14-year-olds.
Like, if you were...
Or late 15-year-old.
Hey,
He said late 15.
if you were writing a story where someone has to be the grossest dude,
It's this guy.
you would write that down and go, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nobody would hit every, like, shitty defense of this kind of stuff. I just couldn't believe it.
It is. Oh, I can't believe he just thinks that we're disgusted about his like sexual
and
kinks.
he's the victim.
Right. Yeah, there was another thing that he's part of dominant, like basically like, what was it? Dominant daddies and baby girls or something?
Yeah.
What? Where? Like, what is that? Is it a Facebook group?
There
Like,
was a group. What was it? BBD? I can't. I don't want to search it.
is it like an online like group or like a Facebook?
It was something
or,
he was part of, yeah, and he, he's like, what? It's just my thing, but it was like little girls, like in the name of it, like it's not like.
Well, his ex-girlfriend, I guess, said that he was a part of that, and she was late 15.
Right.
At the youngest is what he says, late
Or
15.
at the most extreme, yeah.
Most extreme.
and
which
he
is-
peed on her.
Hey, whoa!
He doesn't remember that.
I didn't remember that.
He probably wishes he did.
And that seemed to, like, Keemstar saying all this stuff, like, so you had sexual chats with 15-year-olds, and he's like, well, I mean, and you peed on her. Oh, I didn't do that.
Quick to say no.
Like, I mean, hey, if you're in an adult relationship and that's what you're into,
ahead.
would be fine.
Yeah.
Like, nobody would be putting you in jail for that. But
I'm
then,
excited to see what's going to happen with this guy, for sure.
dude, it seemed like so easy for him to just go, none of this happened. It's all fake.
And I feel like there could have been some way that he could have gotten away with it.
Right.
If he would have just said, that didn't happen.
Or at least, like, just, I mean, glad he's not.
Well, right,
But, like,
right.
right, just say that and, like, see what happens. Because it's not like he's admitting it and being like, this was wrong, I need help, I did a terrible thing. You know what I mean? He's saying,
Yeah.
like, I did that, but please don't think I'm half gay. Like,
Yeah.
he just seems to not know
Right.
what the actual issue is, which makes me think more.
That he did it.
He seems to think it's kind of okay.
Right.
Like,
That it happened. Yeah.
what a wild ride.
And he's like name dropping people too. Like
yeah.
acting like they're references. Like, I'm sure if you called Ariana Grande and you're like, dude, did this guy like have sex with a 15-year-old? She's gonna be like, who are you even talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even
Or she'll go like, the dude that did my tattoo? I don't know. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Bonkers. What was so in the, he's saying like it's edited, it's fake, they're leaving things out, but they show it on video of them like scrolling through the DMs
And refreshing her Twitter and everything.
which
Really?
could be faked. I mean, that's a lot of effort, but I mean, just recently, makeup guy
James Charles.
someone edited a tweet to make it look like he said the
Oh,
N-word
yeah,
on
Yeah, I saw that.
social media. Very quickly debunked.
How did they debunk it?
I don't remember. I mean,
Okay.
it's just
I was
was
just
one of those
curious.
things that it's like, it's easy to fake kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to tell, or easy enough to tell. So Keemstar's like, well, can you show show it from your side.
Yeah, because he was like, right before that, I was asking her age or something.
Let's see
right.
it.
And he says, let's see. And he's like, well, I deleted it all.
I have a girlfriend now. I don't want those conversations on my phone.
Now, is that a thing? I have never.
No, there's no way.
I've never deleted anything, I don't think. And
No.
I mean, I'm sure I have like embarrassing, you know what I mean? Being like, oh, are you single? Type of things to adult women. But like, I've never gotten in a relationship and thought, oh, I need to go delete every conversation I've ever had with any. Like, what
Nobody does that.
What would even. Yeah, okay, that's
Unless
like
they're
what I'm
talking
asking.
to
Like
a 14-year-old,
yeah,
I guess.
right. I need to delete this. There's crimes on my computer.
Right.
No, that's I guess what I'm asking. Like, am I weird? I've never heard of anyone
No.
doing that. I mean,
No.
deleting your Tinder or whatever, but like,
Right.
But even then, when you like log back in, it's still
it's all there.
There.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because he's saying he deleted it. Is it just not activated? Like, could he activate Twitter and it all comes back?
It
and he-
should. Like,
right? Like,
yeah,
I mean,
I've
none of that
deleted.
stuff's deleted forever. Like,
Yeah, because like you're saying like Tinder and stuff. Like I've deleted Tinder before and re-downloaded it, and it's like you still have all your
I
conversations.
think he was just talking about actual like DMs on Instagram.
oh, that
but
he
he-
is like one by one deleting.
I mean, that's what I thought.
But I'm pretty sure he deactivated.
he did. He
his-
deactivated
Right.
his Twitter because people were attacking him,
And that's what Keemstar was saying too. Is like, couldn't you have just like made a tweet and said,
no, it was too busy. He was getting too many messages.
Yeah.
yeah,
He just couldn't get a word in.
yeah, but he was like-
what does that
He
mean?
literally said that.
Like, it's Twitter. It's not. You just post your thing.
Right.
You
yeah,
don't gotta wait your turn.
yeah, it's still not up here. So, and I actually looked up the hashtag Romeo Lacoste, and as I'm scrolling, there's a KY brand ad in this mix. And I was
Nice.
interesting.
Maybe I might want to rethink that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've just never seen somebody like not get it so hard and kind of like double down. I mean,
Or
and
maybe he's just so scared and knows that that he fucked up so bad that he's just trying to like act like it's not a big deal and talk about other things to like make people not think about it. But like that's not gonna work.
It's
Like,
not
I don't-
working.
No,
I mean,
he does seem really dumb though.
it seems like he doesn't know it's criminal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because he's like admitting to crimes. And
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't know if. I mean, is that a thing? Is there a statute of
Well, he
limitations
straight
or
up
whatever?
admitted that he was messaging the girl that was about to turn 18,
Right,
which
yeah.
was first his extreme.
That was his
but
extreme, then it went
second
late
extreme
15.
Now,
was
the
late,
late 15, he lived with her. Her
but
parents were-
separate
Parents were
rooms.
Cool with it.
Separate rooms.
Separate rooms. Her parents were cool with it.
He was 26.
Yeah. 26 and late 15.
Wow.
That is
Right.
insane.
But her parents are okay with
Wait,
it.
that might have been longer ago. He might have been like 19 or something.
Is that right?
I feel like
Still illegal.
Well,
Still-
right,
still-
still very fucked up.
still
but
pretty-
I feel like he
Okay.
said because the tweet or the DMs that they're talking about now, he was 27, I think, and the girls
Okay.
were 14,
So
15.
Okay, that's more
I think
Brandon
when the
territory.
This makes
girlfriend
more
situation
sense.
was happening, he was like 19.
That's a little more of a
but
gray
I don't know.
area.
We'll have to fact check that.
Right, but that's good. Well, you know, it's good to be on. But to be, it's good to. It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
To, yeah.
Speaking of these sorts of crimes and speculations and stuff, Brandon uploaded a video.
Ooh.
So the type of videos he's been uploading lately, like he had a I don't know, a phase where he was doing like these short films, but he's been doing this thing now where they're like car interviews where he's like a conversation with so and so,
Okay.
and like he's done them with like Josh Peck and David and all this stuff. He did one with the girlfriend, and it was like a conversation with my girlfriend about our relationship, and I'm like,
Oh.
ooh, nothing there.
Well, yeah.
They're just like acting like they're in a normal relationship
Right,
and that they didn't have all the controversy around it and all that stuff.
That's
and I'm just like,
Yeah.
wow, wasted my time. These
Yeah.
people and their clickbait. I'm wasting too
Yeah,
much time.
We need to get better at it.
But like, what's with this trend of like people wanting
Right.
to message underage girls? I don't.
It's everywhere.
That's kind of the terrible thing, right? Is it a trend, or is it like being exposed? Like,
yeah,
has it
that's
always
true.
been the same amount? And it's like now you're seeing it, and that's a thing that like with like the Michael Jackson R. Kelly stuff.
Oh,
Like you feel like a defense of those parents, which it's pretty indefensible. Like they should have known not to leave their kid with an adult, or like the Netflix thing, Abducted in Plain Sight.
Right.
I haven't watched
But
that yet. Still,
Wild. But a minor defense of theirs is that at the time you just didn't think that kind of thing happened. I think people like kind of view the world from their own perspective, and certainly, you know, before the internet that was easier to do. You didn't have as many outside opinions, so you just go like, I'm an adult, I would know. I had heard people say, and like R. Kelly even said it, like, I can get any woman I want. And I think people used to say that about Michael Jackson, like he could get any woman he wants.
Right. Why
Like,
would he want an 8-year-old boy? That's crazy.
which is like even weird, because like at the time, right, they weren't even thinking like he could be gay. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like compare that, obviously, but I'm just saying that like that like people just only saw things from their own perspective. Like, how could
Yeah.
anybody want anything except a hot babe with giant honkers? And like now, you know, it's like that kind of stuff keeps like coming
it's
out
everywhere,
more and more.
dude. Who knows how?
And it's terrible.
God, it's fucked up.
Dude,
They're everywhere.
Man, a thing I was thinking about. So I was reading a lot of people saying not to go into the comments below.
but we go into the comments
I
below.
love those comments.
Below.
Below. Dude, like I'll be telling Courtney like, oh gosh, this guy, look what this guy said. It's like, why are you?
You're just
who is this
torturing
guy?
yourself. What are you doing?
But a thing I keep seeing in comments of like Michael Jackson stuff specifically is that like, and R. Kelly stuff, someone will post a thing that's like an adult being like flirty with a kid, but like you could take it in a different way. But it's like that grooming thing, right? It's like,
Yeah,
and it's
like
so,
the Drake and Millie Bobby Brown
Right.
thing.
and it's so weird to me that people can't believe that that's a real thing.
Yeah,
Because I feel like in a healthy courtship, like that's what flirting is. And they're obviously very different, but like that's kind of what you do, right? You say like, oh yeah, I like movies, we should go sometime, and like see
Yeah.
and if they go like, oh, I'm busy, you back off. And if they say, yeah, I'd love, cool, that'd be great, you like, oh, maybe I'll say another thing, and then maybe I'll talk about smooching at the theater or whatever.
God,
What?
that's just gross.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh wait, like you're talking about grooming, right?
But
Or are
I'm
you talking about
no. I am, but I'm saying like in normal relationships,
Right, that's-
you do a thing similar to that. It's not
Okay,
grooming,
right.
it's flirting, and it's fine and it's great.
Right.
But like it seems like when they see Drake say something like that, they wouldn't go, he's just I don't know what he said. He didn't say, do you like movies? We should go sometime. But like, let's say that was a thing. They go, what? He's just being nice to a kid. And it's like, dude, don't you see that that's the same
thing.
thing?
Yeah.
I think that what happened with them, she was like saying how he gives her dating advice, is what she said.
Yeah,
And
right.
Like texting
and
her.
he was
and-
saying something about a boy, and he was like, "You'll find somebody great, perfect one day." Like,
Dude,
just which is a
Which
little
is like,
strange.
but that's total, like, right? Like, dudes and women do probably like say that. Like, if you're texting a girl you like, and she's like, "Oh, my boyfriend's being such a jerk," and you'd be like, "Oh man,
You deserve.
man.
Right,
I'd
you
never
deserve-
treat a girl like that." And then like, you know, and it's just so like frustrating. And I don't think you should like persecute everybody for every possible thing. Like, you shouldn't be like twisting everything to see it in a bad way. But like, if you're seeing stuff that looks bad, because I've never had to like be careful around kids or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ever thinking like, I shouldn't say that. That'll sound weird. Because there's nothing I want to say. Or like, I don't know.
It's not hard if you're not a pedophile.
That's yes, exactly.
Or doing suggestive things.
Man, I don't know. It's just the comments on that stuff are so awful and frustrating, and like, you know, I guess in 100% way, I don't know if Michael Jackson did bad things or not. I know it looks pretty bad, and those guys seem believable, and maybe they're total liars and good actors, but I'd rather err on the side of criminals. Like they're smooth criminals.
Gosh,
maybe they're just looking for a thrill, but like, I don't want. It would be terrible to be like commenting, "What a dumb liar," to someone who was abused. Like, if they saw it, I just think, you know, those people need to take a good hard look at the man in the mirror.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And you know.
Good ones.
Also,
guys.
It's not just kids you got to be careful around.
Oh my gosh.
You got to be careful around animals too.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I want to start this off by saying that Shane's podcast was the first podcast I had ever listened to.
Oh, wow.
He was like the first one that got me into podcasts. I remember finding like
podcasts.
Ooh, meow. I remember finding an episode of his podcast, and I was like, oh wow, like he asks all these like crazy questions to these YouTubers I like, and like binge listening to all them and everything. So the episode that they're referencing, I remember like as soon as this came about, because I remember whenever he got in trouble for saying something else on his podcast about like little.
That's when there was a channel that called him a pedophile.
Yes.
And it was like, and you know what?
That was dismissed
It was
quickly though, right?
Very quickly.
Obviously bullshit.
Yes.
Very quickly, very obviously bullshit.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just think that's like a...
Yeah, and so no joke, like whenever that happened, I was like, oh crap, like they're gonna start going through all his old stuff. And Shane used to just say crazy things like that. Like Garrett made a statement today or yesterday about all this stuff, and he was like, Shane just used to do shock humor, which and he compared it to the work of like Kathy Griffin and stuff, like just saying things to get that shock laugh.
James Gunn did, you know,
he referenced him too.
He got taken off Guardians of the Galaxy. Now he's back on, which is, I think, a good thing. I mean, I think people being beholden to their past forever is bad. I think if you can't become a better person, and like if you're looking at the world and being like, well, you can never, no matter how hard you try to change, your past is always going to be who you are to people. Like if they find a tweet from 5 years ago. So I mean, maybe I'm being a little too dramatic about it, but I do see how it could make people go like, well, what's the point in trying to be a better person?
Yeah.
If it's not going to matter. It's not going to change anything. You're still not going to get the job because of a thing you said.
What was the James Gunn thing? It was referenced in Garrett's thing, but I didn't.
Sort of the same thing. He just did a lot of like shock humor. Most of it,
like joking about rape or something.
Like yes, and a lot of like kid stuff. Just gross.
Yeah.
And like at the time, that stuff was socially acceptable. It was very like, oh, he's being so gross, and you know, we've moved on, and it's like, and like everybody, he had apologized for it earlier, like years earlier, and been like, this was stupid. I was trying to do a different thing. Also, he wrote Romeo and Juliet.
What's that?
Really?
It's a trauma movie that has like...
What's trauma?
Trauma's like B movies.
Got it over there.
Toxic Avenger, Blood-Sucking Freaks, Samurai Cop, or Kabuki. Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD.
Yeah.
There is
All
a
of
Samurai
these
Cop movie
things
that's
I
not Troma.
don't understand.
Lots of very gory,
They're
lots of very
ridiculous.
just like insane, like over the top gore, low budget. Romeo and Juliet has a penis monster in it. Disney hired him.
Did I watch? and
I didn't know that he wrote that movie.
I mean, hell, IMDb.
Did
I'm pretty
I,
sure.
Has he written any other trauma movies?
Not that I know of.
Did I watch any of these at your housewarming party? Because I watched a lot of gory movies that night, and it was very like,
I don't
okay.
think we did any trauma movies.
Is
but
that so?
Shoulda.
That's the type of movie it is. Trauma.
trauma is the
Producers.
production
Oh,
company. I
okay,
guess
okay,
is
okay.
the word. Anyway, so right, if you can't improve and become better, and like I think there are certainly things that you can do that. It's hard for me to say anything would be irredeemable, but I mean there are things that I personally would have a hard time ever accepting someone for. But like, I don't know. Maybe if someone was legitimately like a racist person, I feel like that's something people can come out of. I feel like people have before.
Yeah.
And I'm using racism because I think it's one of the worst things,
yeah.
and like you see people like, oh, I left the Klan and like now I'm this, or watch the whole documentary of a guy that got like all these gang and like racial things, tattoos removed on his face, and he changed as a person, and so I bet he's got some bad tweets,
Right.
Like,
Yeah. So the whole issue, though, because we haven't really addressed what Shane is being like, talked
Roasted
about.
for.
So on one of these episodes of his podcast, he says something about like, oh, haha, like my animals hate me. Said that when he was younger, he pretty much dry humped a cat.
right.
Which
And came
like,
all over it.
Yeah, and came all over it. Which, like, number one, that's not even believable.
Sure.
You
he tells it in a pretty
It sounds fucked up.
like I think that's the thing that like made people believe it, is because he's saying the story
Right,
in
as
a
if it
believable
actually
way.
happened. Yeah.
But like when I hear it as like, oh, there's no way this
No.
is a
Right,
joke.
right.
They're doing a joke. But like I guess I get why people are
really upset.
gullible.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Stupid, gullible, and really upset.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That's everybody nowadays.
So, right. I think.
And also, I think it was like 2015, maybe, when these episodes came out.
Right.
And also, like, his content at that time too was that.
Right.
Like if you were to watch his YouTube videos, it was very like shock humor,
Well, he would dress
skits
up as
and
a black woman.
Yes.
Which I'm not sure, but I feel like I would have watched that stuff back then and not have thought, oh, whoa, he shouldn't do
Yeah.
this. What, should I not say that? Should I say I would have watched it and have been like,
yeah, say
This
option
is-
2.
yeah.
You were the first one.
I was
Yeah.
the first one
Yeah.
to comment. A couple
This
of years,
isn't
guys.
right.
In a couple of years, you're all gonna agree with me.
Yeah.
But and now I get it. Like
Yeah.
I get that. Like
It's offensive.
you shouldn't do that.
No.
That's offensive.
No.
And he does too.
Yes.
Like I feel like Shane absolutely gets it. And I don't feel like he had sex with his cat.
No, I don't think so either. But whenever you just pull it out and it's just an audio clip that you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, like what
And
did the
it's
rest
just-
of that podcast sound like? Like if you have that one clip, of course it sounds like, oh shit.
Right. Okay. Speaking of,
Which they're gonna do to our podcast one day.
Oh,
like what you
definitely.
just said
Yeah.
about dressing up as a black
Right.
woman. They're gonna
yeah.
splice that out.
So okay, jokes in the era of the internet. This era of the internet, I guess. Internet's been around long enough. But okay, I think what people wanted to happen there was for Shane to say all that and then go, "I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." And that's not funny.
Yeah.
Now, the bit in itself, not that funny. But, like, if it was gonna be funny, he can't say, I was just kidding.
That was a joke.
In comments, a thing that drives me bonkers is people putting /s after every time they make a joke. It's first to imply that they're using sarcasm. I cannot stand it.
I did not know that was a
And
thing.
people will say, like, oh, sarcasm is hard to get across on the internet. And I don't
/s.
think that's true. I think if you are doing it the right way and you're saying something that's, like, actually, like, funny, and a lot of times they're not necessarily being sarcastic. I guess definitively maybe it is sarcasm, but, like, a lot of times they're just making a joke. They, like, it always comes off to me.
It's just not a funny joke, so they have to make sure people know it's a joke.
It comes off to me like somebody making a joke and then going, I'm joking, which is like the lamest thing. Like, even if it was funny, if you go, I'm just kidding. It's like, oh, geez, okay. Well, you're killing it for me. I don't know. That's just the thing that...
I agree.
Comments,
I agree.
man. Comments below.
The comments below.
I hate the way people talk in comments.
Yeah, and below.
Below. The comments below.
Yeah.
.com
That
is our website.
and Facebook and Instagram.
Not Twitter.
Not Twitter.
The what is it? Comments PC? The comments PC?
The
I don't even care.
Comments below PC or the comments below PC?
comments below PC.
No. If we... That's too long.
Is it? Well,
The
guess what?
way
I
you
can
just
pull it
said
up
that.
right now so we
I
can
don't
get
think
this.
there's a the because it's so
Comments
long.
below PC? Comments below PC.
It's comments below PC.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very upsetting, is what it is.
It is upsetting.
I'm going to make a list of the things that I hate that people do in comments.
Wow, I see right here Andrew Sawicki, he tweeted, Shane Dawson is a popular creator who makes great content. Does the internet think it's not possible for him to be a good person as well? Because he is the most sincere, caring, accepting, down-to-earth person I've ever met. Sorry to ruin some people's day, but it is what it is.
You tell him.
You should have put in there that he's an animal lover.
Loves cats.
Literally.
Oh,
Well, that's-
goodness.
I guess wait.
Fucks cats.
That's literally yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Don't get in on the joke. You don't. Yeah.
No, /s.
Slash
Don't
S.
worry.
Slash S.
Right,
People
/S.
People quoting movies. I usually think is terrible in comment sections.
In what way?
Like, I don't know. There'll be something in a video that's like kind of like a thing in a movie. So they say a quote from the movie, and then like the next person comments the next part, or just some other random.
And they go through a whole scene
quote.
like that?
They'll go through a whole scene.
Oh my God.
Or like sometimes even worse, someone will comment a quote from the movie that sort of kind of has to do with the video, but then the next person comments just another quote from the movie. And it's just this bizarre, like, what are you doing?
I know that movie, and I know every word, and I want everyone to know.
But they don't know who you are.
Right.
Like,
but
that's what's insane to me. It's like, you what are you being a part of? Like, you're not... I don't know. I mean,
it's disgusting.
I'm just fine. Do whatever you want.
I guess.
Unless you're
But
Romeo.
don't touch a cat like that, please.
Don't touch a cat like that.
Don't
And
touch a kid like that.
certainly don't touch a kid like that. If you got to choose,
Touch
I
the
don't, I
cat.
don't,
Don't
wanna say,
either.
I don't think I should.
No, don't
I
pick a
mean-
side
I don't
here.
think I should. I mean,
No.
how
I
old's
already
the
did.
cat?
No, stop.
True,
Well, there's also
true.
cat years, right? They're less than dog years, I believe.
I would imagine cats live longer than dogs.
Yeah.
On a whole, on an average,
On average.
on a whole average.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I figure we'll wrap this up because I got a text. Saw your address on the news and a headline about a homicide.
Stop it
Are you
right
both okay?
now. Stop it.
So I'm gonna respond to that.
God.
Oh my gosh, stop.
And,
we saw it.
That makes
Well, we
me
didn't-
very
I mean, we didn't
nervous.
see it,
We
but we
just
like
saw
saw
Yeah,
it.
I need to know what happened.
But please email us.
Homicide, huh? So the guy did die, turns out.
I don't know. I hope they're wrong.
Who texted
Me
you,
too.
your mother?
No.
Who was it?
Well,
Who was it?
Huh?
okay. Hey,
Was it a female?
everybody.
Was it a Twitter DM?
It was on Bumble. It's no big deal.
Bumble BFF though?
Huh?
Bumble BFF mode?
Yeah.
You can do networking on there, too.
Bumble for networking.
Bumble Business? Chris Jenner
yeah.
like headed that.
Ugh. Whatever.
Headed it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what I'm saying, I guess. I don't know.
that's fine.
Email us.
Email us. The comments at the comments below. .com. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on Instagram, and we're gonna be like posting stuff.
Yeah. And also like just come up to us because we had somebody come up to us at a show this weekend saying they liked our stuff.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of leaving out that we like already knew them.
Well, and that's
But,
no, it's
like,
all right.
But that's
Not
like
now.
fun.
But like it still
Yeah.
counted.
It's still counted. And until next time.
Leave it in the comments below.